One. We are live, boo.
How do I get that on mine? Hey, y'all. I don't have that screen, honey.
You do on your Twitch. If you go to Twitch, you'll see it.
Okay.
There you go, right there. So I told my wife that this is her show, so she's got to do the introduction and everything, and she got fucking scared to death.
I don't know what to do for an introduction.
So you just gotta.
Why don't y'all tell me what to do for an introduction?
I don't know.
How do I pull up the chat? Can you help me?
You got to right here. It's just you gotta watch your own channel.
Yeah,
huh?
I don't. What, on Twitter, Twitch? What do
On Twitch, yeah.
Where do I go?
Be patient with her because
This
she's
is my
never.
first time for real. I have no idea. I didn't even know how to post a link.
She's never used the internet before,
No, I've
so.
used the internet, but listen, good things come to those who wait. That's all I can say. Correct?
Yes.
All right. No, seriously, can you show me so I can respond to people?
What I would do is I'd back up a little bit from the camera because all they can see is the top of your tits and not your face. You want to see you want to see a total package.
Why do you
That's
want
what
to? Seriously, I can't respond to chats. Can you really help me for real?
What do you mean you can't respond to
can't
chats?
see
Ain't nobody chatting right now.
I know, but I don't have it open. I don't even know what page this is.
You go on your Twitch page. Look, this is what I'm
Maybe
looking at.
I am.
I'm right here. Look. You go to twitch.tv.
Oh, I'm on Twitter.
No, you don't go to Twitter. You go to Twitch. Go to twitch.tv.
Oh, I'm on. I got it.
Pop is in the chat. What's up, Pop?
Who's Pop? Hey, Pop.
One of the coaches from SEBA is tuning in.
Okay.
So listen, we
I still don't know where to
Let me adjust.
chat at. Why are you moving my camera? Stop touching my computer. And where do I? Oh, I see the chat. It's over there.
Yes.
You move my computer. I can't read the chat because you're pushing it down.
So this is the MILF-MA podcast, the MMA podcast. The first M stands for
Absolutely
MILF.
Not what it's called. That's absolutely not.
I thought that was a great idea. I mean, you say that as you show your fucking
I'm
gigantic
not
tits to the
trying to.
screen.
You keep moving my camera.
You know what I mean? Like you might as well just call it that. I mean, because that's what it is. You're a MILF. You like to talk
What a
fighting.
great husband I have.
I know. But
More incentive to flirt with the boys.
well, listen. This is your first time, and I just threw my gum and it stuck to the side of that fridge.
Because you're trash. Okay. So. Yeah. My first stream, I'm figuring it all out. Hey, everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
Well, listen, here's the easy part. You did a top 10 on Twitter. Kind of blew
I
up.
did, but I want to wait until other people come in so they...
I think you should just do it and roll. Hey, what's up? My man fucking Integral's in the building. What's up?
Hi.
See, so this is not my... See, you can see it pop up right there on the screen.
Where?
You keep asking where. Like, it's on fucking Twitch. What do you mean you keep asking where?
Feach?
Yeah, like, you keep asking where. Like, it's right there.
This is my first time. You're getting aggravated with me.
Because I told you like 15 different times where. Appreciate the follow, though, dude. But,
pull up the other people's top 10s.
well, why don't you go over yours first? I didn't even do a top 10.
No, I don't want to go over mine yet. We're going to go over other people's, and then I'll give mine at the end. It's supposed to be my show, right?
Well, the goal of this show right now, Jet, what's going on? Billy Costa's in the building. Chopper's in the building.
Hey,
Chopper, we're gonna go over your top. We're gonna go over everybody's top 10 and talk about it.
Everybody's top 10.
There's no sub button yet because she just started. This is her first stream,
Just started. I don't even know
so
what I'm doing.
you can't sub until she's actually affiliate. So it'll take about 30 days. But you gotta average. It's very easy to get affiliate. You gotta average like 3 viewers. We're at 11 right
I
now.
got my reading glasses on, y'all.
We're at 11 right now, and she has no clue how to promote this podcast. It's
I don't
all
even know how
me.
to share a link. Okay.
So.
Sorry if
I told her to join. I told you what to do to blow this up. You get about 40 to 50 right off the bat. People viewing live.
Okay.
If you join,
Yeah.
like every single MMA Facebook group,
Right.
and just start
cheer, honey. I'm sorry.
and just start posting there,
Yeah.
people will get to know you, and then you drop the
I'm
podcast.
shrinking even more.
And then you drop the podcast whenever you go live, like I just did, right?
Yep. I'm listening and I'm trying to.
That's how you generate an audience. But you have to participate in the communities. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody would be viewing my shit on Twitch if I wasn't part of the 2K community. Like if I just started playing out of nowhere and I just started telling people, "Yo, I'm broadcasting," nobody's gonna show up.
My camera's all messed up.
I had it
don't know what's
perfect.
happening.
I had it perfect. You fucked it up.
No, you didn't have it perfect.
I could post. We're gonna post the link on Reddit, all that stuff. But this is the first time, so she didn't even want a lot of viewers. She was like, "Yo, don't promote it a lot."
nervous.
You said don't promote it a lot because you were getting scared.
I did because, like, I don't know. It's like I want to do it, but I'm nervous. Think what I'm talking about.
But
Get people chatting. Chat with me.
Well, that's the thing. You gotta. You made it.
Oh, he's gonna join from his podcast channel.
You made a top 10.
TikTok is how. Oh wow.
You made a top 10. So I'm gonna. You gotta go.
I did make a top 10.
Go over.
My top 10 is incredibly different from everybody that left the top 10. So I want to do mine last because I'm interested in seeing their thoughts. Right? Listen, when it comes to these kind of
before you do that.
Thanks for interrupting me. I appreciate that.
Before you do that, Cody Garbrandt and Figueiredo
Is off.
It's the first fight. Is that the first fight
It's the first fight
on the main card?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It's gonna be a banger.
Oh.
And Cody gets not the freak out because he knocked out TJ and then TJ knocks him out twice. TJ Dillashaw's one of my favorite.
That's a tough opening fight.
Oh, listen, this is gonna be a banger. That could be the main card right there. So.
And that other thing that you posted is not real. There's no Alex Pereira.
You know that it's posted on like legit sites. So
First of all, that Twitter site that you retweeted is like a known
satire
site.
Look at other ones, and it was on everywhere. It's like everywhere. So I don't know.
But they even listen. If you want, you know where I go for real news for sports, everything. Bleach Report. If I hear something, I see something on.
There's all kinds of MMA sites that have legit stuff.
Well, Bleach Report is just a whole grouping of MMA sites that automatically, it's like an RSS feed. Like, if I hear a rumor about sports and I want to know if it's true or not, I go straight to Bleach Report. If it's not on Bleach Report at that time, I give it another hour. If it's not on Bleach Report within the hour, it doesn't exist. It's not real.
So I was also thinking maybe we could like play a game at the end or something. I don't know, with our viewers. I don't know.
What kind of game?
I don't know. Maybe they can. I don't know. We could come up with something.
Let me see let me see what you were
He's
talking
back
about.
on podcast account now.
So, you didn't reveal your top your top 10.
I'm not doing it till the end.
I didn't make a top 10.
You didn't?
No.
Do it now.
I can do it off the top of my head.
Is anybody in the chat that made a top 10
Yes.
on my? Okay. Who?
Well, Chopper made one. He's got John Jones number
Wait,
1.
Let me pull it up.
I'm gonna read it. You don't gotta pull it up. I'll tell you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
John Jones number 1.
Okay.
I can't argue that.
Okay. Sure.
Silva number 2, can't argue that either. He had probably the greatest title defense run
What are we
of
doing?
all time.
UFC fighters again?
I mean, listen. How can you be a top?
I mean, there's more. This is what was aggravating me, and I saw.
How can you be a top fighter if you never fought in the UFC?
No.
Besides
I'm
Fedor.
saying not just UFC, right?
Shit, almost straight with the
There's
cap
so
on.
many other platforms, right?
Right.
We've got boxing, kickboxing, karate.
Yeah, but you don't want to mix those. You said fighters, not boxers.
Excuse me, is that not a fighter? Somebody who defends themselves is a fighter, correct? I said any platform.
When I think fighter,
No,
I think of
I'm
MMA.
sorry, well,
Boxers box,
I'm
fighters
sorry,
fight.
That's what you think. I said, listen to me.
All right, can I go through the list?
Go for it.
Number 2 is Silva. I can't argue he had probably the greatest title defense run of all time. Mighty Mouse number 3, greatest in that weight class. I don't know if number 3 all time, but definitely top 3 in that weight class, if not number 1.
Anderson Silva did hold the belt the longest of any UFC fighter. He had it for like 2,400 days.
2,400 days.
Yeah. He's the longest reigning title holder. Yeah.
So you would put him at number 2?
So he's definitely in my top 10, but you don't know the
Wait,
number yet.
Oh, okay, so
He was number 2 on his.
But you wrote it. Yeah, well, he was number 2. Yes.
Okay.
So, but you wrote yours down, right?
I had to, so I can remember. I have a shit memory, y'all.
Okay. All right. So
I remember most of the shit, but like when it comes to numbers, I have to write that down.
he had Mighty Mouse at number 3,
I
and to be honest,
listen, Mighty Mouse is amazing, right? But when it comes to that kind of weight class, right? The competition is not that great.
well, here's the title defenses for
And he's an amazing.
and to be honest,
fighter. Not get me wrong,
listen
he's
to
an
be
amazing
to
fighter.
be honest, when we're
Amazing.
when we're judging fighters, you got to judge them by their
I'm doing a
the title
complete-
defense.
Wait till you hear my 10.
All right.
Okay.
So
Keep going.
Anderson Silva has defended his title against Chris Leben, Rich Franklin.
He lost to Chris Weidman. He got knocked out.
That was
Weidman's
later on in his career.
moment of his career.
But that was when he lost it. But before that, Nate Marquardt,
Yeah.
Rich Franklin again, Dan Henderson, James Irvin.
All right, keep going. What's the number?
Wait a second.
Let's
I'm
go.
reading off his title defenses.
We don't need
Forrest
to do that,
Griffin,
though.
Damian Maya, Chael Sonnen twice,
Chael Sonnen.
Vitor Belfort.
Danny, it's my show. I don't need to read off every person's win and losses. What's his next?
I'm just saying. Those are
what's
the.
his next?
That was the third one. Was Mighty Mouse.
Start at number 10 and then work your way up to 1 next time.
Well, all right. Next time I'll do it. Number 4, Khabib.
Yes, 100%.
I put him at number. I would have to put him at like.
You didn't make it 10, but what did you do?
Number 5, GSP.
Okay, next.
Solid so far. Number 6, Cormier.
Okay. Who made this list again? What was
It's
this?
my buddy Choppa. He's one
Choppa. I like your list so far. It's solid.
of. Let's see who else. Number 7, Volk.
Amazing fighter. Power puncher.
He just lost twice.
Yes,
though.
Tank is amazing.
Got to update that because he just lost twice to
But I
Islam.
wouldn't put him in my top 10.
So Islam's
Not yet.
not on.
Not yet.
The person who beat him twice and knocked him out with a head kick is not on this list. Connor, number 8.
That's debatable.
I'm taking him. All right.
Listen,
Usman.
you gotta take the bias out of it.
Usman.
Amazing fighter, but definitely doesn't make my top 10 because he's more of a wrestler. Listen, his boxing has gotten great over the years. I think Jake Paul would beat him.
And number
You know? I just do.
in what? In MMA?
Tyron Woodley. I don't know.
In MMA,
No,
not a
in
chance.
In boxing.
Well, we're not talking about
If
boxing.
it was Tyron Woodley, I think Jake Paul would beat him. Same thing.
Yeah, in
It doesn't
boxing,
make my top
and I don't even know if he would beat him
He
in
doesn't
boxing.
make my top 10. Keep going.
And the 10th is Stipe.
I love Stipe. Oh, I love Stipe. Oh.
No women on the
Fireman.
list.
He's a fireman. Listen, I didn't put any women on my list either. But when I see a woman on a list, I love it. Because, Amanda, Misha Tate, Rhonda.
If you're in the chat, put your top 10 right in the chat. We'll go over it
Yeah,
right now.
seriously, put them in there. Let's see what we got going on here.
Now, I didn't put my top 10, but I
I
can tell
wasn't
you.
even reading the chat. Let me see what's going on.
I could, I'll tell you right now, I didn't do my top 10 on Twitter, but like off the top of my head, it's got to be number
Let me
1.
hear your top 10.
After,
Start at 10.
listen, start at 10. I can't do that. I don't know if I could do that.
Start at 1.
Then I'd have to write, yeah, because I could think about the best and then go work my way down if I'm doing it off the top of my
there
head.
you go.
I'd have to say number 1. I wouldn't have put him, honestly, like, I'd have to put number 1 all time.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I took a couple hours to think about it, because there's so many fighters of all time.
See, I'm running it through my brain. Like, you could put Silva number. I could put Silva number 1, but
But are you
the problem that between him and Khabib, right?
Right.
Khabib left before Father Time could catch up to him. Silva didn't. Silva got knocked out. He lost his title.
Yeah.
Then he tried to get it back against Weidman and lost again.
And he just kept going.
Then he lost to
down.
Michael
His
Bisping.
next
So,
fight
so
probably
he
was
was.
on the damn prelims if he
Well,
doesn't
if you're talking prime, then yeah, I put him ahead of Khabib. But Khabib was smart and left before Father Time can get him. He finished 29-0.
His father died, and he said he was going to do one more fight, and that was it, and that's what he did.
Right. So I'd have to put
I respect
Khabib
that.
number 1. I know people are going to be. I know a lot of people will be pissed about that.
You put Khabib at 1?
The problem with that, a lot of people have a problem with that
I
because
respect
he didn't have a long title defense, and so people don't like that. But I mean, he did beat the top of the division at
I
the
will
time.
tell you, Khabib did make my top 10, but not number 1.
He did beat the top of the division at the time. He never fought Charles Oliveira, but we watched Islam Makhachev take care of Oliveira quick.
Hey,
So-
I love Oliveira. Listen to me. He's been in it longer. Listen to me. Experience always wins.
I would have to
Okay?
put 29-0 at number 1. Number 2 would be Silva. Number 3 would be John Jones, and he falls to 3rd because of the steroids allegations, because of the story about him hiding under the fucking
Listen, when
ring.
they fight, they're not
when
on steroids
you-
because they have to get tested 2-3 days before.
Yeah, you hear that story.
Whatever they do during training.
You never heard that
No,
story
when
that
they fight-
you never heard that story John Jones said about when the testers came, he hit
Yes,
under the ring.
I know
Come on.
the story. I know the
I
story.
can't-
But you don't know who to believe, right? So
He said it himself. He said the story himself.
Yes, but Dana White says something different. So
Why would he? He said
let's
it
just keep
himself.
going. Listen, we have too much to talk about. Keep going.
So that would be number 3. Fuck. I don't even know who I go. Number 4.
You're only at 3. I'm trying to get you to 10.
Number
Let's go to
4
5.
would be.
Let's go to 5.
Number 4 would be GSP.
Okay.
Number 5 would be Fedor.
Ah, he put Fedora Emelianenko in there.
Number 6, I would say. Fuck. Maybe Mighty Mouse.
I didn't even know you knew who Fedora was.
Of course I do. Does it turn you on that I know who he is?
It does.
All right. Yes.
I want to read some chat.
Number 6 is fuck, man. It's hard. I can't.
WWE. Hey, I love my WWE. Let me tell you something. I love my CM Punk. I love
Well,
CM Punk.
Billy can join the podcast if you do a WWE
So
one.
glad he's back. Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. I've seen Raw live, SmackDown live.
Now, while we're doing while we're doing this top 10, like before you put it, like what's your criteria? Like, what do you
All right, do you want
use?
to just give my top 10?
Well, before you do, I want you to give like the criteria
There
you
is
use.
no criteria. It's any best top 10 fighters.
Yeah, but
It can be
what?
Any style. Any.
All right. So is Anthony Smith in it?
He could be if you wanted him in it. But
No, I'm saying, what do you personally look at to put them in your top 10?
Oh, what do I look at?
Yeah, like what's your criteria
I
to put
look
them in?
at record. I look at title defenses. Years, ranking.
Do you look at how they finished?
Also, I look at how many different promotions they've been in, right? Like some have been in like 5 or 6. How many days they've held the belt? Things like that.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want me to go over my top 10?
What about how they finished their career? Like, does it matter if they had like
That to me that's a slippery slope because, like Anderson Silva, he didn't want to give up. Like he knew his time was done, but he couldn't stop.
So you don't think? So you don't think?
Like he's done.
All right. So like you don't think you don't think Tony Ferguson hurt his legacy by losing 7 straight fights?
He did 100%.
So then yeah. So then you got.
I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying.
So then you got to put it in
But
there.
I don't look at that because that's in his heart.
Then you
I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the fighting.
It doesn't matter
Tony
what's in
Ferguson in his prime.
It doesn't matter. I understand that, but it doesn't
A
matter
monster.
It doesn't matter what's in his heart. At the end of the day.
Tony Ferguson did not make my top 10, even though I love him to death.
Listen, at the end of the day, you're gonna look at his record, and you're gonna see a 7-fight lose.
UFC fighter or any fighter.
You're gonna see
when
a
they reach 40, 41, they start to go. Maybe earlier, and some of them give up, some of them don't.
Well, heavyweights don't. The last thing
to
go is power. So the heavyweights last longer than that. But what I'm saying is like.
I don't look at that. I don't take.
At the end of the day, you're going to see their record. You're going to see a 7-fight losing streak.
That's a personal thing for them. I look at their fighting skills. Period.
All right. Well, listen.
Should I give off my top 10?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Real quick. My mouth is dry as hell. 1 second.
Why would you close the whole fucking?
Because I don't want them to. Am I allowed?
I mean, you can't. I mean, just do it off camera. Just trying to drink a little 99.
I know, but I don't want to get in trouble.
So why don't you have some water? There you go.
Sure, I'll drink water.
So my thing is like the way you ended your career.
Correct.
Is part of your legacy.
That's
it's part of your
personal.
It's part of your body of work.
That's their own personal choice, though. That's nothing to do with their fighting.
Listen, it's part of your body of work.
No, it's not.
Listen, you're entitled. Listen,
that's what I started off with this stream as. The first thing I said was, "This is basically opinion." These top 10s are opinion. No one's right. No one's wrong. It's opinion.
All right.
That's it, right? There's no one's right or wrong.
Right.
All right. So my top 10. Here we go. I will start at 10.
Okay, because you wrote it down.
I did. I had to write it down.
It actually took some time to write it down.
I did. My number 10. Now listen, y'all are gonna not agree with it, and that's fine. I don't agree with y'all's. So here we go. And I left some people out that I wanted to put in, so it was tough because there's a lot. All right, number 10. Y'all are gonna probably cry or scream. Khabib at 10.
At 10?
And I will tell you why.
So this 9 fight is better than Khabib.
100%. And I will tell you why.
Why? Because he only fought in one weight class?
He fought in one weight class.
All the fighters he fought before that were nobodies and local guys?
You just told me. You just did it.
Those are the common knocks on him,
he does fight bears. I would, you know what I mean? But he is, listen, his record speaks for itself. However, his record was already in the 20s before he got to the UFC. So.
But look what he did in the UFC.
Well, listen, what he did was amazing. Who he beat, Dustin and Conor, amazing.
And they're in their prime.
Justin,
in their prime.
Oh my God, in their prime. You've got
Finished them all.
That's why he made the top 10. He made it based on that.
Okay, all right.
Number 9.
Okay.
Jose Aldo.
Okay.
He held the belt for almost 2,000 days. He's second to Anderson Silva. Jose Aldo, not even in his prime, even before he retired, still winning. Listen, this guy's amazing. Ground, feet, whatever. He's amazing. He's amazing. And he's a good guy all around. His gas tank's amazing. Forget it. His kicks, oh my God. Okay. All right, number 8. My personal favorite of all time, Lyoto Machida. All right, listen to me. He was obsessed with Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Ip Man. They should have made my list, really, right? But Lyoto Machida, 100 million %. 100 million %, Lyoto Machida. Number 7, I struggled with putting him on this list. Mike Tyson. Because he has 6 losses, but
why are you putting Mike Tyson?
When you think about fighting, right?
Why you
think about Tyson?
Big Bird just said Machida drinks his coach's piss. Is that true?
Why, you saw it, Big Bird? How do you know this?
I mean, whatever it was, it worked.
Hey, whatever happened. Listen, if I was out stranded in South Africa and I was like dehydrated, I'd drink my piss. Right? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you watch that Naked and Afraid a lot. Do they drink their own piss on that show?
One almost did.
One almost did.
He said I would too. You got to survive.
I drink your piss.
That's disgusting. I don't want to give you my piss. Okay, so yeah, Mike Tyson, he does have 6 losses, but he bites ears, he fights dirty, he's a fighter, and he wants to kill your kids. He's got to make the top 10, right? Come on.
Okay, well, okay? So Stitch said something in the chat.
No,
Stitch, we're gonna wait to see. We're gonna wait.
Let it. Slice up there.
Stitch, let it keep going. Let it keep going. Go ahead.
Okay, number 6, GSP. Come on.
Okay.
Come on. I don't even gotta say nothing. Everybody already knows GSP.
Right.
Number 5, Muhammad Ali.
There you go, Stitch. Because he said if we're putting Tyson on there to go, Ali better be on there.
56-5. But you also got to remember, he only had a few people that challenged him, right?
Well, he knocked out George Foreman when George Foreman was knocking out everybody.
Sonny Liston, listen. But Muhammad Ali did it before it was even cool.
He knocked out He knocked out George Foreman when George Foreman was in his prime.
Listen.
When he could punch through a brick wall.
Top 5. Muhammad Ali makes it. Number 4, Mirko Cro Cop. Okay? Yes.
Yo, if your goal is to play the whole.
And if you know anything about fighting, you would agree with me.
If your goal is to play the whole clueless, I got big tits, UFC thing, come watch me be an idiot. You are playing it well right now.
MMA and kickboxing. Listen to me. If you know anything about fighting, Mirko has to make it. You understand? No, I'm serious. Y'all, listen to me. Who agrees with me? Anybody?
This is why we're calling it. We're calling it the MILF-MA podcast.
Okay. That's why you know nothing.
Well, I know that if you're judging fighters overall, and you put Ali if you put Mirko Cro Cop ahead of Muhammad Ali, you're on fucking drugs.
They're in 2 different eras. You can't even compare. It's like apples and oranges. The competition was so different. And
you're talking about 2 different sports.
Yeah, exactly. One's boxing, one's kickboxing.
Okay, so why would you put them in the same list?
Because Mirko, what do you mean?
Why would you put them in
platforms?
Okay.
This is not just one.
But if you're gonna put them in the same list, Muhammad Ali was a fucking infinitely better boxer than.
All he did.
So then don't put him in the same list.
This is an all around. Don't fuck on my list, bitch.
Do you have sumo wrestlers in there?
Bitch, no.
Do you have Greco-Roman wrestlers in there?
Bitch, I put Roman Reigns in there. All right. So yeah, Mirko Cro Cop. He was in the military.
But she got a nice rack.
I do have a nice rack.
So.
I'll give you that. He was in the military, and listen, in MMA, he was 38-11. Kickboxing, 26-8. He's a legend. Listen, if you know sports, you know Miracle. That's it. Hoist Gracie. I looked at him and I thought about it, but
what?
Again,
you put boxers only on there. You're not gonna put a wrestler only on there.
No, Hoist almost made it. He was like right there. I struggled with him. I swear to God, I struggled.
Let me tell you guys something.
I'm telling you.
This woman tries to ego me, tries to make fun of. You're just a casual fan, but I'm running circles around you right now.
Feach, let her cook. Thank you, darling.
Trust me, you never had her cook you before.
Listen to me.
You don't want me to let her cook.
Fuck you. All right, now y'all, we're gonna get into my top 3, and I hope y'all agree. I think you will. Anderson Silva, right? Held the belt 2,457 days, longest.
Okay.
Okay? He has to make number 3. He's got to make the top 3.
If you say so, boo.
Yeah, I do say so. Number 2, Fedor Emelianenko, right? What do you say about him? What can you say?
He never fought. He never fought.
He lost to JDS, Juju Santos, at the end of his career. But then again, JDS could have been my top 10. You know what I mean? So, listen. Fedor, one of the great legends. How do they
After she's done, I'm going to go over why her list is wrong.
Anderson
Don't worry
Silva
about it.
over Ali.
Come on, keep going. We're number
right.
2. I can't wait.
Number
I can't
1.
wait till we get to number 1.
Number 1.
We're at number 1 right now.
The
Okay.
king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven.
Who?
Did you just say who?
Who?
People, please tell him who.
Can you type that in the chat so people can understand who the hell you're talking about?
I can't even believe you just said that. You just literally told me you know nothing about anything.
Who?
Rico Verhoeven. Are you serious right now?
Rico
Are you
Verhoeven
serious right now?
is number 1.
Are you serious right
And
now?
Muhammad Ali is number 5.
Are you serious right now? Do a Google search, my friend. You are that.
I have to do a Google search to know who the fuck. If I gotta do a Google search of the fighter, he's not going over fucking Muhammad Ali. You are out of your mind, guys. Listen.
Who knows? Oh my God! Somebody said, "Who is that guy?" You guys are nuts. You guys are so caught up in UFC.
I don't even
You
know.
don't know anything else about
Bro,
fighting.
I don't know.
That is so sad.
I wouldn't know how to look him up because I don't know how to spell that name.
UFC. There's. Oh my God! You guys are. Oh my God!
I don't know how to spell that name.
Oh my God! Horacio. He's from the Netherlands. You guys don't even. I don't even.
From the Netherlands, guys.
I can't
Ahead of Muhammad Ali.
I can't even. And an honorable mention is going to be Chuck Liddell. But, yeah, Rico Verhoeven. I cannot believe you don't know who this is. I can't even.
No Floyd Mayweather, who never lost a fight.
I know he didn't, but he's very boring.
And Floyd Mayweather kicked the shit out of kickboxers and exhibition fights and all this other shit. But don't worry. Never mind that. Never mind that.
Somebody in the chat.
Never mind that.
Somebody in the chat know what sports are.
I don't think anybody listening is going to believe you at all or agree with you. Nobody's going to agree with you at all. All I know is, like, all right, so let me pick apart this list.
The fact that you don't know who Rico Verhoeven is
I know who Rico Suave is. I don't know who Rico Verhoeven is. And I don't have to know who Rico Verhoeven is. If you're going to mix fucking boxers and MMA fighters and kickboxers all in the same list, you obviously can't go by them fighting each other. Unless you're doing Conor and Floyd, but they didn't fight in each other's. They only fought boxing. They never fought MMA, right?
So then we should do different lists, like top 10 UFC.
Let me
I
just.
was doing fighters, in my opinion, best fighter all around.
Let me just say, right?
But like I said, it's a matter of
If you're going to mix,
John Jones did not make my list.
If you're going to, and John Jones didn't make a list. This is listen. If you're going to mix fighting styles like this,
John Jones
you have to. If you wanted to be honest,
John Jones wins because he's got the longest fucking reach in arms and legs, and nobody can compete.
That's what makes him a great fighter. That's what makes
a
great. That's what makes a fighter. That's like saying, yo, Mahomes is only great because he has a strong arm. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Listen to me.
A reach advantage. That's how it works. You have that. That's what makes the greatest fighters.
When you don't have the reach advantage and you still win, you're a better fighter.
Respectfully, I agree. Throw away your whole list. That's what Black just said in the chat. I would throw away the whole list. Start over again. We'll give you another. Next stream, you come back. You
guys
be strong.
don't know anything about
So let me just pick it apart. Let me just pick it apart and say why the list sucks. Ready? If you're going.
Knows who Rico Verhoeven is.
If you're going to.
Everybody's obsessed with UFC. Like
listen, if you're going to mix disciplines, if you're going to mix different sports together,
I can't talk about fighting because nobody.
let me just say, if you're going to mix these together, obviously you can't go by what they've done against each other because they fight in different sports. You have to take what the boxers did in boxing against the best, their title defenses, their title reigns, all that, and you have to use that. If you're going to use that, then Muhammad Ali is like number 2 at least. And he's up there with Silva, and he's up there with John Jones because but Muhammad Ali fought way longer. You would have to put these guys. And if you're gonna do that, then if you're gonna do that, then you got to put 50-0 Floyd. You got to put 50-0 Floyd Mayweather on there, who beat Pacquiao, beat Canelo.
I want all of you to Google who the fuck.
Nobody's googling that shit. I can promise you that.
Nobody
Right
watches fighting. I don't understand.
Nobody's googling this dude right now.
If you since 2004.
I'm gonna give you.
He wins Kickboxer of the Year every fucking year.
I'm gonna give you advice.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna give you some.
People don't even know.
I'm gonna give you some advice.
You're telling me to throw away my list? You don't even know who Rico is.
If you have to Google the guy, he's not in the top anywhere near the top 10.
Because you're too ignorant to know who he is.
Doesn't matter.
Know shit. You don't know shit. All you know is UFC. Do you know Bellator? Do you know WEC? Do you know anything other than UFC?
I mean, even if I didn't.
All you know is UFC, and that's sad.
Even if I didn't, I do know that the UFC.
Everything. Kickboxing Glory. Come on, I watch it all. I'm going. I watch
You guys
it
see
all.
what I? You guys see what I
This
did?
is not a UFC.
You guys see what I deal with? You guys see what I deal with?
This is not.
This is not just UFC. This is everything in life. You see what I deal with? I don't have to know anything about UFC because the UFC is the top. So if you didn't get to if you didn't get to the UFC, there's 2 reasons why. Number 1, you chose not to stay with your promotion, and number 2, you weren't good enough to get there. But I do know the UFC is the top of the top.
What do you mean? Not everybody wants to go there.
It doesn't matter if you didn't.
Wrestle.
Okay, but if you didn't want to go there, then you didn't want to fight the best. That's why Kayla Harrison finally went. She stayed. If you don't want to go to UFC, if you don't want to go there, that means you don't want to fight the best. You're comfortable fighting in the. Bro, I can't do this.
I can't like either.
This is easy. This is easy concept. UFC is the top level competition. True or false?
In MMA?
Yes. Okay. So if you're an MMA fighter in Bellator, PFL, Ryzen, whatever, and you don't want to go to the UFC, that means you do not want to face the top. You are comfortable at your promotion that you're winning money in.
Who's a kickboxing place? You're not, and you don't want to wrestle. You're gonna go fucking MMA.
I understand that, but I don't.
How do you know who Rico?
Nobody.
My mind is blown right now. He's Kickboxer of the Year every fucking year.
Yeah. Do you know who Gordon Ryan is?
I do not. No, he's a wrestler.
Yeah, he's probably the greatest wrestler. You left him off your list.
I did.
He's the Rico Suave of wrestling.
He is.
He's the Rico Suave of wrestling, and he didn't make your list.
All he does is wrestle.
All your boy does is kickbox.
But he's got a, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
He's got a boxing record in MMA.
Oh yeah, he's got a boxing record.
Yeah,
What's his fucking boxing record? What? Holy shit! Whoa. He'll get fucked up by Jake Paul in a boxing ring. I guarantee that. I'm putting Jake Paul on the list before I put him on the list.
Everybody, please look up who.
Nobody's looking him up. Nobody's looking him up.
Please educate yourself.
Nobody's looking him up. I promise you.
It's not just about UFC. Please.
Oh, by the way, yo, like.
Slice on there. He's a backyard fighter.
Yo, do you see that little? Do you see the little glass filling over the top of followers? Those are all like bot accounts following. Look at all those things. If you're watching your stream on Twitch, you see that little jar of follows. That looks like a bunch of like. Yeah, but that's not. Those aren't real followers. Those like spam.
Oh, I getting spammed?
The followers, yeah. Not. Well, you had some spam in the chat too. You know what you're gonna need when this.
Pacquiao almost made my list. Listen, this was a tough thing to do, man. But,
bro, how do you? First of all, you don't have Joe Frazier on there.
I don't have Joe Frazier.
Throw the list away. Don't even throw it away, because if you throw it away, someone could walk by and just take it out of the trash and look at it. And right. You want to take the list and burn it so it can never be seen again. You want to burn me?
I love to.
At least wait till after tonight.
Marshmallows over your fucking skull.
At least after tonight. Write it one more time before you burn me up.
I do not see her.
But you don't even want to throw this list away because things that are thrown away.
Y'all don't understand. So what? Emelianenko, let me guess, y'all don't agree with that either?
No, I put him on there. I put him on there. I didn't put him on. But I did not mix boxers. I didn't mix.
You know Emelianenko,
I didn't-
but you don't know who Rico is.
I didn't mix.
Rico is better than Emelianenko. That shows all you did was do a Google search or something.
All you did is a Google search like best kickboxer. You don't know who the fuck.
You know who Emelianenko is.
You don't know who the fuck. You don't know who Rico
You
is.
don't know fuck exist.
You
do
wanted
not
to.
know who he is.
You wanted to.
I thought that was all this fight. Okay.
Listen, you wanted to come on here, look like you know shit other people don't, and shock the world with the number one nobody ever heard of, to make you look like you know everything and they don't, and we know nothing. Come on, that's all the shit in the book. Nobody fucking knows who that guy is. You didn't put, bro, you don't put Joe Frazier on this list.
No, I don't.
You didn't put Gordon Ryan on this list. You're blending fucking disciplines, right?
Listen,
You didn't put Roman Reigns on this list. You didn't put The Rock on this list.
What's that?
You didn't put Hollywood Hulk Hogan on this list. Come on, man. How do you not put these guys on this list?
In all seriousness, that's
Wait, why? Hold on. That is your list? All right.
why
Let me give you some names.
of what? What do you mean names of? I want to see what's happening in the chat. Y'all, what do you think?
You didn't put Aldar Garovich on the list.
Why? Listen to me. He's a great fighter.
Who?
Him. He's old.
Oh, yeah?
He's old. Oh, that's from like the 30s or 40s or some shit. Maddo, he was like the first of the.
He's the first what? You didn't put Aldar Garovich on your list.
I just told you.
He's the greatest.
They're sitting on the computer. Stop. I gotta stop for a minute.
Hot Mess Express. Anyway, notice how she didn't put Aldar Garovich on this list, the greatest fencer of all time.
Fencer.
I mean, we're putting fucking kickboxers and shit. Might as well put a bro. No, I bet you your boy couldn't fence this guy out, right?
Fencing is not fighting.
Gold medal. But let's read his resume. Gold medal.
He's not fighting.
Gold medal in the 1932 Olympics, 1936, 1948 London, 1952. He won 2 gold medals in the 1948 Olympics for saber team and saber individual. 1952 Helsinki, gold. 1956 Melbourne, gold. 1960 Rome, gold. 1952 Helsinki in the individual, silver. 1936 Berlin, bronze.
While I clean up this mess I just spilled, I want everybody to take your ass and go look up who Rico Verhoeven is from the Netherlands, and then come back and tell me he's the fucking greatest fighter.
You didn't put the
Tell me
great.
he ain't the greatest fighter of all time.
You didn't put the best fencer of all time on your list. List is invalid.
Now,
List is
this
invalid.
is alcohol.
What you mean? It's a fighter. That's what you're doing when you're fencing. You're fighting, right?
Danny, would you stop being a fucking troll?
You didn't put Aldar Garovich. What? This is with everything, guys. This is not just UFC. This is with dinner. This is with everything, guys. She didn't put Hakuho Show on the list, the greatest sumo wrestler of all time. Benoit Saint Denis will beat Dustin Poirier. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Shout out to Dustin Poirier though for actually standing up for himself, getting paid and getting his money. He, bro.
He's finally, for the first time, standing up for himself. Dustin Poirier worked his ass from the bottom up. He's never been hated shit like Michael Chandler.
He's taking a fight against a dude who's really good, who's up and coming. It doesn't benefit Poirier at all, this fight, to be honest. Like, it doesn't do anything for Poirier. It does everything for Saint Denis. It does, because he's up and coming, he needs this win. You know what I'm saying? So if Dustin's going to take it,
Asked for a list of all fighters. I should have done like a UFC list.
yeah, you should have.
I should have.
But you know what? You know what's a good thing about this? There's always time.
Everybody watches it.
There's always time to get it back.
I watch all that. I watch kickboxing. I watch BKFC. I watch all that. And y'all don't, so, you don't know who he is, so of course you're not who. But if you did know who he was, you have a different opinion.
I think that Dustin Poirier doesn't. It's all risk, very little reward for Dustin Poirier to take this. So, hold up, I'm trying to make a point about this. Someone in the chat's talking about it. It's all risk and very little reward for Dustin to take this fight. So of course, because he's beating it's a guy that that's up and coming. Like he's lower in rank. So but beating him really doesn't move Dustin Poirier up. You know what I'm saying?
He's older. Beating him shows everybody that he still got it.
But it doesn't move him up in the ranks. It doesn't like this is not a title eliminator fight. This fight is for Saint Denis. That's who it's for. It's not for Dustin Poirier. It's for Saint Denis because he's got all the momentum right now. He's got all the momentum right now, and Dana White, the UFC is like, you know what? Let's see what this like what they did with Fiziev, with Rafael Fiziev, who beat Justin Gaethje in the first round, tagged him up, and Gaethje was able to be like, you know what? I ain't letting this fucking kid come up. He's not making a name off me, and he fucked him up. That's what Gaethje did. But Gaethje didn't gain any cred or any like fucking credibility by beating Fiziev. You know what I'm saying? He was favored in the fight. Actually, no, he was the underdog in that fight. Fiziev was favored in that fight. So this is a similar situation as Fiziev and Gaethje. Like Gaethje didn't gain anything by beating Fiziev. He just fended off a dude that had all this momentum. And look what happened to Fiziev after that. He ended up his next fight ended up headlining a fucking an Apex fight. It's gonna take Fiziev a minute to come back from that. Like Fiziev was the same way. He was beating the shit out of everybody on his way up. They said, "Yo, are you ready for the big time? We're gonna put you against Gaethje," and he lost. And then they were like, "All right, well, we saw his ceiling, at least for the time being." Saint Denis, same thing right now. He's got a 5-fight win streak. He's finishing them all. He beat the shit out of Drew Dober, who also was coming up. Little Chain to kill guys, French fight. Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys who fought in the military that take on MMA. Just because you're in the military doesn't mean it's going to swing. Because there's rules in MMA. Like when you learn how to fight, in the military, you learn how to kill somebody. There's no rules. Right. Like there's no rules. When you're in the MMA ring, that military stuff. I mean, your training in the military will make you tougher, but as far as fighting styles go, it doesn't mean much. Like if we're fighting, it doesn't mean much. What does it matter if you learn how to fucking choke a guy to death or gouge somebody's eye out or disarm somebody with a knife in the special forces? You can't do that in the cage. There's rules. You know what I'm saying? So, but Saint Denis is not beating everybody because he was in the French Special Forces. He's beating everybody because he's a good MMA fighter. Special Forces are not. And he's on his way up. And, you know, Dustin Poirier, yeah, his head kick against for Steamroller was fucking insane. But see the thing, he's beating those guys. He's beating those guys. Like, Saint Denis was beating guys like Frivola and Dober, who were also on the way up. They were bound to clash. And Saint Denis has separated themselves from the B list. As a matter of fact, Drew Dober's on a 2-fight losing streak now. He just lost. So he's on his way up, and Dustin Poirier is coming fresh off an embarrassing head kick in fucking, where is it, Salt Lake City? Where it happened? So it's like, yo, now, so Dustin Poirier's like, all right, I can read the room, right? If I'm Dustin Poirier, like, I can read the room. I just got knocked out by Gaethje, right? This dude, Saint Denis, is killing it right now. I'm still Dustin Poirier. This is good. Like, he's looking at it like Dana White is saying, this is going to look good on Saint Denis' resume. And Poirier's like, well, if you're just trying to put me in a fight to build somebody's resume, and I don't get shit out of this, bro, I want my money. So I think it was great what he did, bro. He said, yo, we couldn't come to terms financially. Bro, fucking like 4 hours later, the fight was back on. Yo, my bad. And he went on. Yeah, he should have, because he wasn't getting. Because money is money is the sole motivating factor for Poirier to take this fight. Money. That's it. That's it. This is not anything that's gonna fucking build him up. If he loses, it's devastating to him. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, and he just lost to a kid who's on the way up. If he wins, they're going to be like, all right, you just beat an up-and-coming dude. We found out what Saint Denis' ceiling is, right? We found out what his ceiling is. We didn't find out much about Poirier. You just found out that Poirier is still Poirier. He just got knocked out. It happens, right? He's not all the way. It turns out that Poirier's not. it turns out Poirier's not on the way down like we thought he was.
Right.
So he don't really gain anything though. Sandri has everything to gain, and Poirier has everything to lose. So if you're gonna, who I got, Volk or Topuria? Listen, I think my thing is about Topuria. Here's my take, and it might be unpopular. I think I got Topuria, and I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. Because if you take a look historically, fighters that end up going on losing streaks, it's hard to get out of it. I know. We were talking. We were also. Time out. Yo, he didn't, because when he lost to Islam the first time, he came back with a head kick knockout.
But he won. He always comes back and wins. He's got this thing in his head where he's got to win.
Listen.
He's got to win.
When you're on a little losing streak, it's hard to get out of it. Ask Kamaru Usman.
He's always got the shorter reach.
Bro, Kamaru Usman.
He always gets it done.
Bro, Kamaru Usman was beating the champ of that division for 4.5 rounds. And one mistake that he made, he went for one feint and got head kick knocked out. And ever since then, he's lost his last two. He did not look the same against Edwards the second time. He lost to Edwards the second time, and then he fought Khamzat, and he lost that fight. So now for Kamaru Usman went from pound for pound. He was like pound for pound number one. He was the number one pound for pound, not in his weight class. He was number one pound for pound. He went from that to a 3-fight losing streak. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, I think that Topuria's got momentum going up. Volk's on 2 back-to-back L's. It doesn't matter what Volk...
I still go with Volk because he's stronger. He's got
Volk is the easy one to... Matter of fact, I don't even need these headphones because we got no sound coming out of here.
We have no sound?
No, I mean, there's nobody else speaking back at us. So we don't even need headphones.
I gotta put my glasses on. I can't read my people. Where's my glasses so I can read the chat?
Like, I don't hate Topuria. I like Topuria. I do. I like Volk also. I do. Me personally, I'll be rooting for Topuria, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna be rooting for Ilya Topuria, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I like an underdog. I like an underdog. I like dominance. Like, it took me a long time to be a Tom Brady fan. I don't think I really ever was truly a Tom Brady fan. I just grew admiration for what he was able to accomplish as a human being. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I was a kid. I was 11 years old when the Bulls beat the Suns, and I'm a Suns fan, as you can see with the fucking hat I'm wearing, right? So for a long time, I hated Michael Jordan. I only liked Michael Jordan. I only started rooting for Michael Jordan after the flu game against the Jazz. That really made me a Michael Jordan fan, and I was like, yo, I'm not going to be an ignorant-ass kid no more. I'm going to recognize greatness when I see it. You know, like now as an adult, it doesn't take that long for me to come around to somebody who's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see greatness, I appreciate it a lot more now because I'm an adult. I don't have, like, I keep my emotions separate when it comes to sports. I try to be objective, right? So for me, like, I can appreciate Volk's greatness and dominance in that division. I can. But in my personal opinion, like, something about it, like, I think it's time for a change. I think it's time for it because he's beaten everybody, right? Volk, like, if Volk beats Topuria now, that fucking division is done because there's nobody else coming up. There's nobody else. Volk has beat everybody. Topuria hasn't beat everybody yet, right? I know he was talking shit. I'm not going to give any of these guys a title shot. You're giving Yair Rodriguez a title shot if he earns it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Josh Emmett deserves a title shot yet, even though he fucking completely blasted Mitchell and made him twitch on the floor because Topuria beat the shit out of him quite handily. Topuria fucking... Topuria completely manhandled Emmett. So I don't think he deserves a title shot against either one of those guys. But, like, I want Topuria to win because if Volk wins, that division's done. Like, nobody's going to give a shit about that division anymore because everybody's been beat. It's time for... If you really... Bro, if you care about that...
You don't put Josh Emmett, like, in top 3?
Bro, he's already lost to Volk and Topuria. He's lost those guys already. They've already been... He's
Anybody can win. Listen to me. Izzy lost to Alex and then he beat him. Right? Anybody can win on any given day.
Yeah, Emmett's gonna have to do more than just knocking out fucking Mitchell to get back and a rematch for the title.
First of all, Bryson Mitchell is amazing.
He is, but I don't know if he's amazing, to be honest. I don't know if he's amazing.
He's amazing.
Bro.
I put my money on him.
Holloway's amazing. I don't know if fucking.
He used to be for sure.
Well.
He's at the end of the road.
He'll be fighting. We're gonna see what he's made of when he goes up and waits to fight Gaethje. That's gonna be fucking. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be.
Two amazing fighters. I'm so stoked.
Gaethje's got the wrestling.
How stoked are you guys
Gaethje's,
for the best of the best?
Listen,
The best of PFL.
Gaethje's got the wrestling, but Max Holloway's one of the best boxers on the entire promotion.
Stop talking UFC just for a moment.
I don't really know much about Bellator or PFL.
Bellator versus PFL.
This is where you come in and bump me out.
Patricio Pitbull.
Okay. Over the hill.
AJ McKee.
Over the hill.
Ryan Bader. What do you mean over the?
Old and washed.
AJ McKee is over the hill. What are you talking about? Okay.
Ryan Bader's old and washed.
Ryan Bader is still the champ.
Old and
And
washed.
as a matter of fact, Ryan Bader beat who was on my list? Fedor, I believe.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
80s.
he beat him. Yeah, TKO punches.
In the 80s.
Okay, in the 80s.
So.
I even thought about Ryan Bader when I was making this list.
Oh yeah. You thinking about Ryan Bader?
Oh yeah.
So if Cam Newton went and won like multiple what's that?
Really? Are we doing this?
What is that? What is the championship in the CFL? Was it Grey Cup or something? If he won like multiple CFL championships, you put him on the list as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Cam Newton.
You tell me Bader got booted out of the UFC promotion, going on a losing streak, and all of a sudden started winning in the minor leagues, and all of a sudden like, yo, I gotta be so excited.
I gotta read the chat for this one. Y'all, what do you think about what you just said? Because I'm speechless. He just compared Ryan Bader.
I know Kareem is saying that he agrees with me 100%.
I gotta read this. Where's my
Right there in the chat it says I agree with you 100%. So there you go.
You agree with Danny 100%?
Of course, because I know sport. I don't talk out of my ass when it comes to sports. I'm just being honest.
You guys don't have a clue. He knows. He only knows. He doesn't know shit about fighting, you guys. He really doesn't.
It's not what it sounds like.
No, you really. He's everything he knows. He learned from me. Everything else, he's pulling off the top of his head and hoping he's right.
Nobody believes that right now.
He fucking called AJ McKee old and retired. He's like in his 20s. What the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't say about him. I said about the people you were talking about before.
Who was the kid I was talking about?
Rory McDonald, old.
Rory McDonald, still amazing. Him and oh my God, Robbie Lawler.
So my man, listen. My man Kareem is a jiu-jitsu fighter.
Are you?
So he knows his shit. He got caught in Americana. How'd you let that happen, bro? Wow, it pops out of his socket when he sleeps.
Ooh, God damn, that's gonna hurt.
Damn. You know what? It's safer to play 2. Just take the 2K then, bro. You know what I was thinking about this morning?
To win, but it's gonna be a good fight. Yes, it is.
You know what I was thinking about? I was on, today I was on, because remember how I was like, yo, I got to renew my gym subscription because your dog keeps shitting and pissing all over my workout equipment in the house. So I was like, since your dog ruined it all and I can't touch my workout equipment anymore, it's not my
He's
cat.
a cat person.
It's not my cat.
Dogs. He blames my dog for everything.
We literally watched him shit and piss on the
The garbage wouldn't be taken out. The dog didn't take the garbage out. It's the dog's fault for everything.
So anyway, I was thinking of renewing.
I
was thinking of renewing my gym membership, and I'm probably gonna go to LA Fitness.
Yeah,
but
I do that every day. I'm gonna start my diet on Monday.
But I was in my head, you know, what I was thinking about. I was like, yo, maybe I should just go to train because Jackson's Taekwondo, it's got adults, and I was like, if I'm gonna do Taekwondo,
Go work out. Go do Taekwondo with the 11-year-old.
no, they have an adult class at night. You so ignorant. They have an adult class at night, so. I was thinking of doing that training, but like I feel like I'm too old to like his story right now. Just absolutely fucking like it's official. I'm not training jiu-jitsu or MMA because if I pop my shoulder at my job, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna be Lodi. I'll be out sick and they'll probably medically separate me. All I gotta do is get caught in Americana like this dude, and then my career's done. As a garbage man, and especially if I listen, I could fuck up my shoulder right now doing the work I do.
Okay?
I could fuck up my shoulder permanently doing what I do right now, but at least it would be a job-related injury. If I went to work and I was like, yeah, I popped my shoulder because some fucking try-hard put me in an Americana, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm screwed.
Danny, we're going to have to figure out this camera situation. Mine thing keeps falling down. It keeps falling. This is not
I mean, it's fine if you don't touch
No,
it.
it's not on their stable, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
It keeps falling, and then I try to adjust it, and I'm
it's
only.
actually very stable as long as you don't touch it. See?
No, it's falling on its own.
Leave it.
But now you don't have my face.
I do.
Okay, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, wait a second. I can turn it. Certain way. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, so that story right there pretty much solidified the fact that I probably won't do that stuff because I know you train. Listen, I know it's not too late because you know what's so crazy. The guy that I work with that just retired, he hold on, I'm trying to fix her camera because it's a little off.
It's falling off again?
No, it's just gotta push this down a little bit. There you go. Because you get a lot of like the background and the toilet thing I try to put together is in the background. I want people seeing my failures in life.
Yeah, that's been staying there for like a week.
So
I'm rolling all around.
it's been there since Jordan's birthday on Saturday. Get over yourself. It's only fucking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It took you this long to put together.
Well, it's actually Thursday, so it is. So it is. It's been almost a week. You're right.
Good job.
But like, a buddy of mine that I used to work with, he's in his like 50s. He retired. He trains, right? But he's retired now. But like I said, all I need is to like pop a shoulder or get caught in like an ankle lock, and then I'm fucked for my job. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm screwed. So. You know, but if I do Taekwondo, I'm not wrestling. I'm not getting caught in rear naked chokes or fucking Darce chokes or Americanas
Well, why don't
or
we do this?
whatever.
Why don't we stop talking about fighting and do something else? Talk about something else.
Like what?
What do you guys want to talk about in the chat?
It's great. Let's just drive off the small audience we already have by talking about something else that they don't want.
Oh, wait. If you guys want to keep talking about UFC, we totally can. We totally can.
See, she's new to this streaming thing, guys. You know, so I
I don't want them to get bored. They're going to get bored.
I gotta hold her hand. I gotta hold her hand.
You guys tell me what you want to hear.
So
We can do a game. You can ask us questions, or we can keep talking UFC. Whatever you want.
well, first things first. You know what? I saw somebody on. You know what I noticed? Like I think only one person but Adesanya on their top 10 out of all those lists, which is crazy.
He's been on long enough.
What you mean? He beat Silva.
No, he's been on long enough. He beat Silva when Silva was 60 years old. Stop it.
You know what? You know what jiu-jitsu will do to you though? It will fucking put you in. It will get you in shape.
Right.
Like I know, like I'm a fat shit right now and I'm not in shape, right? But I know that if I train Brazilian jiu-jitsu within 6 months to a year, I'll be in tip-top shape. I would, because you can't do that without being in shape.
Right.
Taekwondo, same thing. You got to be flexible, high kicks and stuff like that. So it would definitely get me in shape, and I will learn self-defense.
You know who I almost put on my list, and I literally thought I was gonna look like an idiot for not putting him on my list, and then y'all don't even know who Rico is? Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but was he actually like a fighter?
Yeah. Really?
That dude, Michael Jai White, said he
You
would.
know Jason Statham is an amazing MMA artist.
He's an actor though. He trains it.
Amazing MMA artist.
You put him in the fucking ring with somebody, he's gonna get his
He acts, you can't take away from him.
head cracked. I know, but if you put him in the ring with a professional, he's gonna get his head cracked.
Not for nothing, but damn, if I had one good cheat. If we each got a pass, he'd be my pass.
I don't think he'd give you a second look, to be honest.
Hey, he could go blindfolded. That's it.
You're too old for him now.
That's alright.
But you're not too old for me. So you look at
Are
this.
you really the best I can get?
Look at this. This is the best you could possibly do.
Fuck.
This is the best you could
Drink
possibly do.
another one.
So yes, keep drinking until I look like I did when I was 28.
Fuck.
But yeah, so I was thinking about going and train. I was thinking about going and training myself. So I'll figure it out. You know. I just don't listen.
I have my glasses on. I literally cannot read the chat, and I want to so bad.
I understand, like, you know, I get it too, because I used to train with an old Irish fighter. Remember when I was driving to Brooklyn every day?
I'm just gonna leave it right. I gotta get my glasses. I gotta read this chat.
I was, what's it called?
You gotta be right.
I used to drive out to Brooklyn to Harbor Fitness and train with an old Irish guy named Andy for a little while. I was training, you know, boxing, kickboxing, and stuff like that. And he told me, like, I'm going to put you in the ring with some guys, and they'll tap you up. Anybody that tries to knock out a novice, we all fuck them up. So I understand. I get that, too. You know, I get that. You know, if anyone that's a tryhard tries to injure somebody that's a novice, you know, they get dealt with. But all it takes is, it could be a mistake. It could be an accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be, you know. And, like if I'm gonna go hard with it, like I feel like training how to fight like that. There's, you know, you want to learn self-defense. You do. Like, I mean, it's not that I can't fight, but I'm not trained. You know what I'm saying? Like, you beat my ass. But if you're not trained and I'm not trained, I have a good shot. As long as I can, like, as long as I can hit you and I avoid getting hit or I can take a punch. Like, if I'm not trained and you're not trained, I would like my chances with anybody my size, right? But if you're trained and I'm not, you're going to beat my ass. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, there's remember that, what's that movie, Man on Fire, when he had, Dakota Fanning on the when he was, you know, showing how to swim, and he was like, there is no such thing as there's either trained or untrained. What are you? Trained. Like that's it. You're either trained or you're not trained. There's no such thing as tough guy. There's no such thing as I'm tougher than you. You know, I've been in the streets or blah blah blah. It doesn't matter how tough you think you are on the streets. You're either, if you're not trained, you have no chance in a fight against someone who's actually trained.
Absolutely, 100%.
I don't care how many.
Because your fight IQ is so important. It's so important.
Like I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit how long you've done in jail. I don't give a shit how much you could lift at the gym. Like that fucking that.
Listen to me. Strength is nothing.
You see that guy?
You could be very small, but if you know how to use that.
You ever hear of Bradley Martin?
No.
He's this bodybuilder that has a podcast. He's had Nate Diaz on his show. He's had Mighty Mouse on his show.
No, the Diaz brothers.
Well, wait a second. He's had Devin Haney on the show, and he's always like, yo, because he's 265 pounds, I think I could fuck you up in a fight. And Nate Diaz is like, bro, I literally kill you. And Devin Haney was like, mad. Someone's like, bro, you would, he's like, in a small space, you have to grab me. Like, yo, you wouldn't even get close to me. I hit you like, and he's laughing like a goof. Like, oh, you think so? And fucking.
Nate or Nick?
Nate Diaz, yeah. Nate Diaz is like, yo, you gotta watch the fucking.
No, I love Nate and Nick. Let me tell you.
He just said, Kareem said, dude, see red. I think that's enough. Like, yeah, like, yo, I just see red. I black out and start swinging. Like, to someone who's trained, they want you to do that. See, here's the thing.
They're literally thinking methodically. That's that.
Well, that's the thing. When you're trained, right? Yeah. You're not just trained in like the technique. You're also trained mentally to keep calm and to be calculated. And when you have someone that's when you have someone that sees red and just starts like getting all angry,
they make mistakes.
Oh, they open themselves up.
Yeah.
That's like food to a trained fighter. That is food to a trained fighter, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let me read some of these things.
So Nate Diaz would maul Bradley Martin. Yeah, he would. Mighty Mouse would maul Bradley Martin, 100%. He would fuck him up. You know, because you're not trained.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
But you don't know who Bradley. You gotta watch his. You gotta watch his clips though.
I will.
You gotta watch the clips of him interviewing these guys. Like it's, you know.
Self-defense and fitness are two big reasons.
Mm-hmm. For adults to join.
Adults.
Well, that would be my reason. You know, self-defense. You know, listen,
like
fitness first, self-defense second. I'm 42 years.
Well, you know, the UFC fighters, they started when they were kids.
But I'm not going there to fight for money in a ring.
I'm just saying.
I'd go there. I'd go there to get in shape, to get in better shape than I am now.
Because you don't do it now.
And self-defense would be a second. Self-defense would be a bonus because what do I look like fighting in the street at 42 years old?
You fall into the fetal position. You got no self-defense. Let's read.
I mean, it's important to know. I mean, I teach Jackson that he's got to learn self-defense.
You don't teach Jackson nothing.
No, I teach him that he needs to know how to defend himself.
What are you, reading Rainbow?
You know, I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna train him as good as the Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster? What's this?
He's a Grandmaster. You know all this about fighting, but you want to mock a Grandmaster title?
You know
My uncle was a Grand.
Just shut up.
My Uncle Whitey was a Grandmaster.
Destroyed.
You got it. A Grandmaster? What's that? Like, I know everything about fighting.
I'm literally
you know my uncle was
Of course I know who it is. Damn, I'm trolling you like you troll me.
You know my
Am I
uncle.
allowed to do that?
You know my uncle was a Grandmaster, and he was in movies in the 70s.
Say that again?
You know my uncle was a Grandmaster.
Of course, we have his DVD.
Yes.
Yes, he was very.
He owned his own dojo.
He trained people. He had his own dojo. Yes.
He trained under Frank Ruiz in Frank Ruiz, like a very well-known karate. Yeah.
That's very true. That's very true.
Right. So you know, like, yeah, you want. I mean, I would like to be self-defense trained, but like that wouldn't be my main motivator. Because to be honest, like I said, I'm gonna be 42 in April. What do I look like fighting in the street? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, guys my age don't really. There's things that you think about, And if you want to talk about something different, that's a good topic to talk about. I was talking about this with a buddy of mine at work, right?
Because we only have, how many people are in here?
We have 4 live right now.
4? A whole whopping 4.
Oh, listen, this is better than the streams I used to when I first started. You had like 15 or 16 in here at some point. You'll see
So what do you 4 want to talk about?
Well, I was talking about this with my boy in the truck like a few weeks ago.
Right.
When we were watching like these prank videos, right? And these, these kids. Remember the things I showed you, like, yo, you want to get smacked or you want to get sliced or what, Holmes? And they're like, what? And they start chasing, wanting to beat him up. And he had a slice soda. No, bro, he's talking about a slice. Like we're just talking about it and everything. And I'm like, yo, it's just so crazy how there are certain people who will, at the drop of a dime, are ready to drop everything they're doing and just fight somebody. Like me, I think, like if someone like came and pissed me off, like last thing I want to do is fight.
Are you gonna use your words?
Well, last thing I want to, as an adult, last thing I want to do is fight because I got things going on. I got my son that needs to be picked up from after school. You know what I'm saying? I got work to do. So if I'm fighting in the street, and even if I win the fight and beat him up, I have to go get arrested, talk to the police. My whole day is fucked. Like, you have to be someone who has nothing going on in life to just at the drop of a dime, if someone insults you on the street,
so
you start
mad.
I get it, but you have to.
No, you don't get it.
You have to be. Listen. Well, that's the reason. Listen, if you're not in control of your emotions, chances are
what?
you probably have one in your drawer.
I don't. Chances are what?
Did you check your drawer?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person that doesn't really control their emotions well, I don't have a pen. Sorry. Yeah, you. If you're someone that really can't control their emotions well, chances are you're not the type of person that's going to be like successful in life. Honestly, like.
Oh, that's a bold statement to make.
Well, think about it like this: What does it take to be successful in life? You have to be disciplined.
You can be successful in different ways.
You have to
not
be.
Just money.
Well.
You understand?
All right. Well, you could be successful. You could be successful at raging. That's cool.
Sure.
But if you want to be successful and financially stable and have if you want to have a stable life and be financially independent, people that are not controlling their emotions tend to not do well like that.
Right.
Because what does it take to be successful in that way? You have to be. Well, you got to be in control of your emotions, right? Like it takes discipline. It takes patience. Like with this whole thing that you're doing now. Right now we're on for 3 viewers, right? But before we had like 12, 13. People might have tuned in, decided, Kareem wants to know favorite UFC fighter of all time. Mine.
Ooh, good question.
Mine's Khabib. It is. It's between Khabib and Adesanya. But Adesanya's fighting now, so I like Adesanya.
You just started fighting. How is that your favorite of all time?
I like Khabib because.
You know what I mean? Like they're so new.
I mean, I can explain why. I mean, I like Khabib because I like the fact that he's disciplined, that he takes it serious, that he's respectful. He doesn't pop shit. He just gets the job done. He's very humble.
Yeah. He does pop shit here and there.
And on the other side, I like Adesanya because Adesanya is eccentric. He's got a personality. He does pop shit, but he can back it up. See, I don't have a problem. See, my thing is.
He always back it up. He's lost.
I know, but when he lost, he was humble about it, right? He was like, yo, I'm going to take some time off, regroup, blah, blah, blah. Not like Conor McGregor, who lost, now he's still running his fucking mouth. Like, I can't stand that shit.
Conor McGregor's Conor
But
McGregor.
I can't stand that shit.
In his prime, you could've fucking
I can't stand.
left is nothing to fuck with.
Bro, I can't stand people that pop shit, can't back it up. You can.
You like Jake Paul.
I respect Jake Paul's hustle.
Why don't you respect Conor's then? He's got proper 12. He's made all this money. You know what I mean?
I just don't listen because
I don't
he's
respect that.
because he's losing.
Why do you respect Jake's?
Because he's losing and he's still running his mouth. Jake lost one fight, and after that fight was.
A loss is a loss.
Jake lost.
Yo, you're stumbling in your words.
Jake, no, a
You
loss.
don't have nothing. No, stop. You're shitting on Conor.
Connor's finished.
You personally don't like him. You don't have any real legit reason.
Connor's.
You just personally don't like him. Say
Connor's finished, and he's still running his mouth like he's a top fighter.
So let's tell that to his face.
He fucking.
Let's tell him to his face.
He is dragging this whole shit on. He could have been in the USADA pool a long time ago and could have fought already. He could have. I know it's not. They got rid of them because how strict they were, because that was Dana White just trying to rush Conor McGregor back. But Conor McGregor kept himself out, bro. He said Ian Gary is worse than Conor McGregor. I think Ian Gary tries to act like him too much. Yeah, but Ian Gary's finished because it turns out that he likes to watch his wife bang other guys.
Who cares?
So, I mean, listen, you're in the fight game and you're giving people ammunition.
Gary and Rampage are going at it.
You know, listen, I will admit, though, Aiden's right, like, UFC wouldn't be as big without Conor. I agree, but, like, at some point, look.
He was one of the first two-way
He just run, listen,
No, Jose was first, and then Conor.
Listen, what I'm saying is, like, Conor runs his mouth even, like, he was.
Everyone, you got Kobe, you got
No. Well, nobody likes Kobe. Nobody likes Kobe.
Nobody likes Conor anymore.
No, but here's the difference. People want to like Conor again. He's just too cringe. Like, he's laying on the floor with a broken leg in half, screaming at Dustin Poirier. He was going at his wife on fucking Instagram, making it personal, right? After he got his fucking neck cranked by Khabib. Like, yo, there's gotta be a time, right, where you're popping shit, but you lose. So it's like, yo, I gotta refocus on what made me that what I am. I'm not worried about popping shit. I'm not going on fucking Instagram and YouTube. Okay, but that's why he's losing, and that's why I don't like it. But you're telling me, but you're asking me why I don't. But you're asking me why I don't like it. I'm giving you the reasons why I don't.
Okay, that's fine. So you don't like him for personal reasons.
Personal reasons was because I caught him fucking you in the ass. That would be a personal reason.
You don't like him because you don't like him because you don't like who he is.
I don't like him for reasons that have to do with the sport, not for anything personal. I didn't come home and watch him put his dick in your mouth. Like, I don't fucking see that shit. I think he did do great things. I think he did do great things for the sport. Yeah, I think he did. But I just don't. He's not one of my favorite fighters at all.
It's funny because he used to be one of my favorite fighters, and now he's not.
Aiden, you gotta look it up. Ian Gary, bro. They're all making fun of him because.
Oh yeah, his wife. Yeah.
I guess they're in an open relationship.
Yeah.
Like Ian Gary wife.
Yeah. So guys, I'm thinking about starting to play video games. I don't play video games. I have not played video games since the original Nintendo. I was playing Mario and Ninja Turtles, but I was thinking about doing it because it looks fun. So I don't know.
They're saying they can barely hear you because you're too far away from
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I was thinking about playing like video games. Like I haven't played video games since like Ninja Turtles original Nintendo, but it looks like so much fun, y'all. Danny does it. My kids do it. Everybody around me does it. But I'm like not very good at hand-eye coordinated. Listen. What games do you think I should try?
Well, listen. There is no tell me what games you think you should try. If you want to know, you go to Twitch, right?
Right.
And then you could just see like games that people are playing, right? See.
So I'm like, I want to know what they.
See, look. Well, look. I
don't want to choose.
Look. You take a look at the top live and you see.
I don't want to choose.
Look, this person's playing Grand Theft Auto, Roblox. People are gonna go and look for games. They just want.
I found it in my closer bid. My camera keeps falling. I'm sorry, you guys. He got me a cheap camera. Oh, he's got all the nice stuff.
This shit's got 71 viewers. It says that you my baby daddy. Real weird.
Wow. She's got it, baby.
Grand Theft Auto's big. We ain't playing Grand Theft. Look, Overwatch.
I will try Grand Theft Auto 100%. I will try.
So my wife wants to be the chick. My wife wants to be the
I
MILF.
want to play a game.
My
I want to know.
My wife wants to be the MILF with the big boobs who sucks at the game, and all the incels come to the stream and bash her.
I'd be really good at the game.
Well, you know what I think you should do, though? Honestly, why don't you play bingo? Because you're really good at it.
Who the hell wants to watch me play bingo?
Other people who like bingo. Watch. Let's just search bingo.
No. That just sounds silly.
Look, bingo.
Have her do. What's ASMR? Nah, Feach, you're a genius. Pickles, I will stop.
Yeah.
Let's play Monopoly. Yes. Add me. Do it. Let's do it tonight.
You play it on stream.
Yes, please. Let's do it. I have nobody to play games with. He doesn't play games with me. I just play with.
Why do you fucking? What do you mean I don't play games with you? You don't do shit.
I've tried to get him to like play Wordscapes or Monopoly or Yahtzee. He don't play nothing.
Bro, you don't.
Nothing.
What was the last fucking time you asked me to play?
He's boring.
She's lying, guys.
He's boring as hell.
I'm boring.
He's boring as hell. I
promise you.
How do you search? God, how do you search for games? Where do you go? Where do you go on Twitch to search for a game? Like, I want to search for a game that's being played. Like,
What's ASMR? You crazy said.
how do you do
Yeah,
ASMR?
She said she should play USMR or ASMR. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Google it.
Gang Beast. Hey, listen, my kids play that, and I watch it, and it looks fun as shit. I would totally play that game. Among Us.
An autonomous sensory meridian response.
I will totally play.
It's an ASMR. It's a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine.
Oh my god, that sounds like goosebumps. Like I get chills all over. ASMR pulls the views. Gang Beast would be fun. We should play it, Stitch. Let's do it.
What the hell's Gang Beast?
Gang Beast is a game. The kids play it. I watch them all the time and I laugh. It's so fun.
So my
I
wife.
like all these games, y'all.
So my thing here, my man Buck is
Buck,
checking.
what's up, Buck?
So here's so switching gears for a second. Like here's what I told her to do, because obviously she is very passionate about fighting. So I said, do the MILF-MA podcast.
I don't want to just do that, though.
No, I
do other things.
know.
I want to do mukbangs. I want to play games.
I don't think you should do mukbangs,
Why?
but I think because like those things are so played out, bro. Like I think you should do this. You could do an MMA podcast like this to get the chat involved, right? You can also play games. You can have different. You can actually. Why don't you actually play? Why don't you actually play UFC? I will buy you whatever game you want to play. You can play it right here on the Xbox.
I can totally play UFC, but I want to be able to like. What do they want to play? Like I want to.
It doesn't matter what they listen. It doesn't matter what they want to play. You're going to be playing games, and people.
First time chat. Who? ISO.
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how Twitch works. Right? See this shit right here? See this dumbass game? Look, you see this dumbass game? No, you see this dumbass game that's being played right now?
No.
Look at this on the screen.
What is that?
This game or whatever.
Fix this microphone.
You see this game on the screen.
Yeah, that's mahjong. No.
I don't know what this is,
Oh
but
no, it's a classroom.
yes, I see a cat walking around.
I might know it.
I don't know what the game is called. It says Duo Turbo Speedruns.
My kid says that Doge Minor is huge right now.
Well, look, this person right now is playing this little shitty ass game. Has no face cam on. Listen, he's got no. Hello.
He said my mic is low, and it's right to my face, and it's
So
still low.
Mic is all the way. Mic is all the way up. Listen.
Can y'all hear me okay now?
They want. You know what it is? They want you to deep throat the mic on camera. That's what they want you to do.
No. Start throwing some money at me, honey.
So look, see this stream right here? No face cam at all, playing this weird ass game. And
Okay.
this broad's got 62 viewers consistently.
What
Making
the
money.
hell?
I'm telling you. Yeah. Because people just want to see this game being played, right? Now what the hell is this?
I don't know. I think I should play something fun.
Look at this guy.
I want to play something fun.
Bingo contest. They're playing bingo.
I don't think that's fun to watch. I don't know. What do you
All right, let me ask you a question. Okay. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Time out.
He bought my set
I'm
from
out.
the dollar store.
Time out.
But
Time
is it
out.
from the dollar store?
You're using the same fucking mic I'm using. What
Wow,
are you
he's getting
talking
angry,
about?
y'all. He's getting angry.
Yo, look, you just said, what did you say about bingo? Nobody wants to watch it, right? Let me ask you a question. Looking at your stream right now with a whopping 6 viewers,
Right.
what would you do right now for 29 viewers? Be fucking dope, right?
Sure.
This person getting 29 viewers playing fucking bingo. People want to watch people play bingo. You think it's boring? It doesn't. First of all, you don't think bingo's boring. All you do is play it on your phone. Number one, you don't think it's boring. Number two, there are people just like you that like fucking bingo. This dude's got 32 viewers watching bingo. If you streamed bingo for 3 hours a day for 30 viewers for like 5 days a week, you make like $500-$600 a month
Oh my God.
as an affiliate.
You guys, please. I can't wait to start streaming on my
Bro, can somebody fucking talk some fucking sense into this woman? Like, don't listen to me. Go ahead, don't listen to me. I'm only fucking about to hit partner doing what I do. Don't listen to me.
Chainsaw Massacre pulls views.
It does, but like, she's gotta play games that she's also gonna enjoy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, people will watch you play bingo. Maybe not 1 million, but people will watch you play bingo. And that's not the only game you have to play. There's a
You guys
ton of
think,
games.
would you watch me play bingo?
They probably won't, but other people on Twitch will.
So what would you guys watch me play?
What are you worried about with
Why are you cutting in?
Because
Stop!
Because
You're talking too much. It's not even your channel. Stop. Shut the hell up now. I'm done. They don't want to hear you anymore. Just shut up. Thank you. Now, what do my viewers want to see me play? Thank you.
No, these are my viewers, right?
On my thing, and they're following me. Thank you very much.
You know these guys. You know they're my viewers, right? They're all from my league. They all watch 2K.
Who are you here for right now?
They're here for my commentary and your tits.
Listen to
We're
me.
just being honest right now. They're 2K players. If you play 2K,
I'm telling you, I promise on my life, this is the last time we do this together.
wow.
I promise on my life.
And now it comes. Now that
I can't even talk to these people because
You
of
can. You.
your voice is rattling in my head. Just shut the fuck up already. I can't. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
What do you guys want to see? What do you guys think? One person said GTA, I think. No, UFC. I would totally play UFC.
I could hook up the Xbox.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. I mean, you think I should play bingo? I mean, I love bingo. I've literally played every day. So.
But again, I'm not allowed to give my input because
All right.
then I get yelled at and you can't do this with me anymore. Blah blah blah. So I'm gonna tell you right now, people that are watching right now.
First of all, it's 1 a.m.
The people that are watching right now, look, if
You're a female with a face cam, to be honest. Any game can build your own fan base that will be loyal, whatever you play.
and that's facts, that's true, right? At some point, whatever you play, people are gonna watch for you, but you have to build that fan base up. You know what I'm saying? You have to build that up. Now you could build it up one of two
But you
ways.
know, like they say, looks get you in the door, but what keeps you there? You know.
Looks. Sometimes looks will keep you. Sometimes all you have is that beautiful rack right there.
Wow, thanks for that. I really appreciate
Well, look,
that.
I'm just telling. Listen, I'm being on. I'm telling you right now. The viewers that we have right now, they're from the Discord,
Okay.
and they watch NBA 2K. Now, if you played NBA 2K,
Yes,
I
these are
can.
your viewers.
I can, no. What I can tell you is
No, I
like,
know, I'm just
if
kidding.
you played
I was
NBA,
kidding before. I know they're.
if you wanted to play NBA 2K to get viewers, I can tell you from the community, and whoever wants to chime in can either back me up or disagree. Nobody's watching a player play 2K if they suck. I don't care how hot you are. It's not one of those type of games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, someone could watch somebody be shitty at Overwatch. As long as you got nice tits, whatever. I've seen it because Eric used to stream that all the time.
Right.
You don't have to be good. Someone could watch you play Call of Duty. If you're a guy, you have to be good at Call of Duty. If you're a girl, you could suck. And it doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
But 2K's, first of all, 2K's NBA 2K on Twitch doesn't pull the views that other games pull. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People watch this because they want to see like good basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to see the top plays. They want to see the top signatures being used. They want to learn like how to move back and forth. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They want to watch Pro-Am. You know, so in 2K,
People play Fortnite. My son told me to play Fortnite in GTA.
yes,
That's what my son told me
you
to
could
play.
play. You could play Minecraft.
And my son told me to play Roblox. I was like, oh my god, what am I, like Kylie Keane?
You could play Listen, but those look. You know, Mr. Beast was a Minecraft streamer. That's how he got big.
I subscribe to Mr. Beast, y'all. You don't even know.
All of these.
Tell them that's the only person I subscribe.
All of these streamers that are popular started off playing video games.
Yeah.
KSI was
I've played Roblox with my kids before.
KSI was a FIFA player,
Right.
right? Mr. Beast was a Minecraft guy. So they started out playing video games and now they don't do it anymore. That's what got them big.
I've played Roblox before. Five Nights at Freddy's, Baldy. Oh my god.
But I would say, in my opinion, I would say you got to have a stream where you could just chat.
Kill it with fire with the spider. Oh my god, that game.
You can do something where you
Tell
just
Daddy Feach to promote me. What does that say?
head coach. It's not happening. anytime
Oh. Play Fortnite. No build mode. Yeah.
soon. Well, Fortnite's free to play, so
Okay.
that's cool.
My kids play that every day. They asked me to play, and I'm like, I don't know how to play that.
So, but 2K is one of those games where I think you'd have to be good. No one's gonna really watch you because you have big tits.
But
And you
everybody's
suck.
got to start somewhere, though.
They're gonna look at you and be like, "Oh shit, this 42-year-old woman is fucking dope. She got great tits. She sucks. All right, enough. Let me go back to watching
Right.
Joe
No,
Knows.
I totally get
Let me
it.
go back to watching Bear the Beast or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're gonna do.
100%.
You know what I mean? So
Yes. 100%. But I'm getting tired. I think we should wrap this up.
we'll wrap it up. Okay. Hey, I think it was a good stream.
Listen, thank
Y'all
you.
gotta you guys oh, you could stream pay-per-view map. That's a good way to get your shit shut down. To be honest.
Why can't you get it shut down?
If you stream a UFC pay-per-view on your thing and you get caught, you get your Twitch
I
stream
would
shut down.
totally do it though.
You get your Twitch stream shut down, and you're gone, and you get banned.
But so many people do it. Not everybody gets caught.
Some people do get caught, so you don't want. Listen, you don't want.
Maybe.
You don't want to do that. You can also view bot. We can talk about that.
Over here.
But there's different ways you could build a stream up. But I will tell you right now, 100%, don't expect success right away. It's going to take some time. It took me 4 years to build my league up to where I could finally get triple-digit views. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Well, listen, thank you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I mean, you definitely have what it takes to get your foot in the door. You definitely have nice tits. You definitely have a beautiful face.
Jesus.
That's
not gonna keep me there, though.
You are about 20 years older than the hot chicks that usually stream and build their shit up. They're usually in their 20s and shit like that.
Yeah.
So you are starting late, but hey, better late than never. Seba's 4 years and still not partnered, yeah, but Seba, I just started streaming this year from the Seba Network. Seba Network has only been around since June. It should have been partnered a lot sooner than that. I don't cheat my way. I don't view bot on my stream, so it's got to be organic. So, but you know, if I take a look at my analytics and stuff like that, I can tell you right now we are absolutely on pace for partner. So it should be. I should be.
Right?
I should be getting the partner application. I should be getting an offer for partner application soon. Probably 1st of March. So we just got to make sure. You know what? I'll tell you. Listen, no offense to Mad Voltage, but like when I'm not streaming it, there is a dip in the viewership. You know, when the other guys are
Is that the guy I said something about?
no, I don't think so. But when there's other guys streaming, like the viewership dips about 20 to 25 views.
Right.
Like just me being on it will immediately add like 20, 25 views.
Goodness.
Well, I mean, it's my league. People want to see.
I've been telling him for 15 years he needs to be in
My
sports
thing.
commentary.
Also, you got to remember, I
matter what.
own the league and I don't play. So people hear from me and see me. Like no, you can't see me often. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm on the stream, it's like, yo, Feature's on the stream. He's the owner of the league. Boom, I'm tuning in. I want to hear my commentary is fucking mint. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's fun. I have a personality, but I'm also not seen often. I don't play. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm actually on the,
keep telling him to play, y'all.
when I'm
I
actually
really
on
do,
the-
I swear, I say
I'm not good enough to play in my league. Well, I don't know what I'll do. I can coach a high
he
school.
hasn't played in a while, but he was good when he stopped.
Yeah, I thought I was good until the top players started coming in, and I realized, bro, if I wanted to be good, I'd have to sweat this game out. I just don't have the time in my life to do that at 41 years old, 42 years old. But anyway, we're going to end it right here. Yo, thank you for tuning. Listen, we topped off at about like 16 or 17. That's fucking fantastic. That's great for a first stream.
Sure.
Listen, these numbers,
I appreciate the people that are here right now that stayed through.
these numbers
Y'all
are
are freaking mint.
these numbers are affiliate numbers. So that's great. All you got to make sure that you
These
just
are gonna be my loyals. These are my loyals.
Stream Elite. Listen,
I got Stitch, Aiden.
Stream
Who else is
Elite.
here?
Listen, Stream Elite. Well, they may not. That's their chat. They may
Stream still here?
they may have left before. That's just their chat.
Oh, but they
Stream-
were just chatting with me.
Stream at least 3 days a week for about an hour and a half to 2 hours every
Right.
stream.
Yep.
See, ISO1D's been here. These are my peoples.
He has. That's right.
These are my peoples right now.
You have been here. I'm sorry about you.
These are my These are my
Stitch is still here.
These are my peoples right now from Seba. These
Yeah,
are
well,
my
they're
peoples.
becoming my people.
And I listen, not everybody gets to start off with like a head start of 8 to 10 views. Like you will hit affiliate real soon.
Listen, I'm gonna do something special for my loyals. Don't worry about that.